I've actually hit you before, I think.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I've pinched
I
you.
have it on video.
No,
Oh yeah. I have a video one time I set it up right here with you over there and I walked up, gave you a little pat. You were so mad.
I don't get angry about the pats. You know that. I get angry if I get overstimulated and immediately this rush of heat. Welcome to Simply 1%, where we believe that small shifts, just 1% shifts, create transformation. Big change doesn't usually happen in one big dramatic moment. It happens in the small intentional adjustments we make over time. Here we approach growth with grace for ourselves and grace for others. Meredith Richards is a licensed marriage and family therapist and communication coach. And I'm Wendolyn Pascal, a life developmental coach and a mentor and teacher of the motivational gifts. If what you hear resonates with you, we would love your support. Follow the show, leave a review, and share it with someone who needs a 1% shift today. All right, let's get into this, simply 1% at a time.
Hi guys, welcome back to Simply 1%. So yes, it's just me right now, and I'll tell you why. We have I don't even know the words for it, honestly. It is such a treat. Let's just say what my mom uses and we have a treat for you today. Wendolyn and I have been living very busy lives, and as we typically do, but it's been difficult for us to try to figure out time to get together this week. And her husband stepped up and said, "Hey, what if you and I do something together?" Yes, please. So this week we have something so special for you, a conversation between Wendolyn and Joe about their marriage and parenting, just who they are as individuals, the way that they talk with one another and laugh with one another, and they have their coffee mugs and they're just sitting at their kitchen table in exactly who they are. They did not mask themselves at all for you. They could not have shown up more beautifully for you guys. Definitely talking about the 1% in their lives individually and just as a couple and how they came together. You'll hear, you're going to hear it all. So I gave them some questions. When I heard they were going to do this, Wendolyn said, "Can you give us some questions and some Meredith questions?" Of course I can. I gave him some of the questions that I use with couples, and I've been working with couples for over 10 years now. And these are some of the questions that everybody answers. And so I was really curious what they would come up with. And I have to say, I knew some of these answers because I do know them well, but it's always fun to learn something new. Today, if you've been listening for a while, you might recognize some of the things that Wendolyn says. But mostly, you're going to learn so many new things today, not just about who they are as people, but also what you can walk away with too. The encouragement of how they work through their relationship together, what's important to them, sacrificing, the hills they're going to die on, just the laughter that they share together, the way they look at one another when they're talking to each other. It's really just such an encouraging episode this week. I hope you enjoy it. Can't wait to hear what you guys think of it. And yeah, here we go.
All right, guys, welcome back to Simply 1%. Do I have a little delight, a little treat for you today? Something delicious. My husband. And we are going to be asking each other some questions that Meredith gave us and some that I came up with as well. And when I say I came up with, ChatGPT came up with. So we're going to get right into it. So let me introduce this man to you. You guys have heard me talk about him. He is wonderful. He spoils me. His bare minimum is spoiling me. So, even to the point of like, I'll go ahead and take a cold shower so you can have a hot bath. That's this man. So and he thinks it's bare minimum. So I'll take the bare minimum if that's what that is. But I consider being spoiled. So this is the man who I prayed for, who, if I was going to get married, it had to be him because I wasn't going to get married to a loser. And I wasn't going to get married to just anyone. So I have a delicious, delicious treat. I'm going to share my husband with you guys today. Ladies, calm down. Even men want to be you. I say that all the time.
Terrible. Terrible.
I say it all the time that men want to be my husband. I don't mind saying that. Listen, you should be thinking that about your spouse. I'm telling you that he's the most delicious man on earth, and you should be thinking that too about your spouse. And so here we go. Okay, so here's some questions that Meredith asks. She asks these in her therapy sessions with couples. We're obviously not doing all of them. And my husband has not heard these. So bear with us because he hates this, by the way. He's only doing this for me. Bare minimum. This is his bare minimum. Can you believe it? Okay. Here's one. What's a small thing we used to do naturally that we probably need to do more of again?
Do you want to answer this one first? Kick this off.
I'm going to be honest. I feel like we do things more naturally, like affection wise, more now than when we got married.
100%. Yeah.
I think we love each other more.
Yeah.
I think we appreciate each other more.
Yeah.
And so I don't think that there's anything that naturally we did that we don't do now. I feel like we've continued to grow in that area.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I would agree. I mean, life gets in the way of other things that we have to be purposely doing, but I mean, what comes naturally between us with affection and all those things, I think,
Mhm.
yeah, I mean, I think that's just grown more. I don't think that's lessened in any way.
Yeah. I do feel like when I had the kids, something happened within you. I always felt very, very loved and cherished by you. But I feel like when I had Charlie, something almost clicked in you
Mm-hmm.
where it like started becoming more and more and more.
Yeah.
Would you say that that's right?
Yeah. And I couldn't put it into words, but I felt that too. And I don't know what that was
Yeah.
or how to even describe that. But yeah, I would say for sure.
And I think for you too, like when I started seeing your relationship with Charlie grow, and it wasn't necessarily when he was an infant, because that's a lot of times time for the mom and the child, because there's breastfeeding, there's all of these things that
Mhm.
connect us. But when I started seeing your relationship with Charlie become more when he was young,
Mhm.
my depth for you became deeper.
Really.
Yeah. It was like, and because I had to learn also, it was almost like this God-given thing where it was like, this needs to happen in order for you guys to stay intact and not just be parents.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I remember it was hard for me, and this is what I have told some of my clients when they talk about after having children. You have to learn to be married again.
Mhm.
Like I had to relearn to be a wife.
Uh-huh.
I couldn't take your needs and say, well, my child has more needs or he's depending on me and I can't be there for my husband. Like I had to relearn that and it had to look different, but it had to kind of look similar too, to where it wasn't like catapulting you into this, like, this is completely different. I don't even know my wife.
Yeah.
So I had to relearn that. But I think through that process, I grew more in depth with you.
Mhm.
And so,
Yeah, I mean, something about having kids,
mhm,
right? Because before, even though we had a great marriage, best friends, really close, you almost look back and feel like we were just two individuals making it in life together,
mhm,
right? And then when you had Charlie and witnessing that and everything, it's like, oh, all of a sudden, this is a real family.
mhm.
And that changed the dynamic completely. I don't know if that makes sense to you,
Yeah.
but that was like a huge breaking point where all of a sudden, it's not me with my wife, me with my husband, and we're making it in this world. It's like this is a family unit, and this is totally different now in how we view life in the world.
Yeah.
Maybe it's just because now you're putting even more people before yourself, right? And we're learning how to do that early in marriage where like that's what you want to do. You put your spouse before yourself, but you're still learning how to do that. And then you're really forced into it with kids,
Mm.
you know?
I do think too, it was kind of natural for us because we got along so well
Mhm.
that it was natural for us to get along and be there for each other and all of these things. I think it took more of us being purposeful to be there for each other
Mm-hmm.
after children.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
Yeah.
that creates connection,
Yeah.
is when you're more purposeful, because being purposeful, you have to sacrifice
Mm.
in order to be more purposeful.
Yeah.
You have to say, I'm, like you were saying, I'm not first.
Yeah.
And it's a service, like you're serving the other person. That creates depth.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you're fighting for something,
Mm-hmm.
it creates more of a depth.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have to fight really
No.
in our relationship
No.
beforehand. It just was very natural.
Right. Yeah.
And then it became, no, I have to make sure that this relationship is intact and good,
Mm-hmm.
not only to serve us, but to serve our children.
Yeah.
So I do think with purpose comes more connection,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
more being more purposeful. Well, that got us off into a good start. Okay, so this one was, all right. If I had a signature warning label, what would it say? You should know this one.
Oh, well, now there's an expectation. Right.
I'm joking. You answer the way you feel.
Say, beware verbal diarrhea incoming.
That is the truth.
Yeah.
Well, not with you and I.
No. Is that what that's referring to between us?
I think, I don't know. You could say however you want.
I thought that was just like a warning label as you go out into the wild. Like, this woman will tell you things you don't need to hear.
It's true. It's true. Down to my last UTI. That'll come up at some point. But you've gotten used to that. I feel like in public, you're just kind of like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what it is.
For sure. Yeah.
I was thinking, Joe has this, he flirts with me and I love it, but then I get mad at the same time. And I would be really sad if he didn't flirt with me. But he would come up behind me when my hands are busy doing something. He thinks it's funny. And I'm washing dishes or something, and he'll come up and like caress, and I just get so angry. I've actually hit you before, I think.
Oh, yeah.
I've pinched you.
I have it on video.
No.
Oh, yeah. I have a video one time. I set it up right here with you over there, and I walked up, gave you a little pat. You were so mad.
I don't get angry about the pats. You know that. I get angry if my hands, I get overstimulated, and immediately this rush of heat. And I just feel like that's my warning label, is no touchy if I'm busy.
Oh yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's my warning?
Your warning label, this is the thing. It's kind of not a warning label, but kind of, don't confuse my husband with being a nice guy.
Okay.
I think that's important.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of girls are looking for the nice guy, they say.
Uh-huh.
My husband is not nice. He's good. And so if you're expecting a nice guy, you may confuse his goodness with being nice until something is challenged or something is required. For instance, he'll have a conversation with you because he's forced into it in public. Because he's like, this person, you never know what they're going through, whatever. They're like, that's a nice guy. But if you are to challenge his morals or his integrity, you'll find out that he is not nice, he is good, and he will stand for what is correct. And it may not seem very nice.
Yeah.
So I think people mistaken you for a nice guy, but I would challenge that and say that you're a good guy. And so in turn, you probably won't give them everything that they're looking for.
Yeah.
Right? Like if they're just wanting a good feeling. But I love that about you. That's not a warning label to me, but maybe to the world who doesn't understand the difference of good versus nice.
Yeah.
And I think you show that with Charlie and Layla as well, where with Charlie, there's times, I mean, you are such a great father and you guys have such a good relationship, but there are times that you have to be good. And that sometimes is being very serious and stern with him. It's not nice.
Right.
And I think, even like you'll hear parents saying, oh yeah, he's always the nice parent. But I think that can be really dangerous because it's catapulting Charlie into manhood and understanding the difference.
Yeah.
So that's what I would say with you. Okay, let's see. Meredith has some really good questions here. All right. What's the weirdest hill I will absolutely die on?
The weirdest hill you will die on?
Yeah, and then I'll do you.
This is a tough one because I
Mm.
feel like we've had this conversation recently, and now I can't remember the specifics of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we have had.
Yeah.
Huh.
And what was it?
There's one that I will die on as far as the recipes I get. And you think it's ridiculous.
I do think that's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead, tell him. You can say it. Who cares?
Yeah, but I don't know if that's the one that's like really stands out.
Okay.
But okay. We can do that one.
Yeah.
Whenever Wendolyn gets on TikTok looking for recipes, there's certain people that she will get recipes from, and certain people she will not.
Mm-hmm.
So,
you have a British accent, you're out.
Yeah, bland food. People up north, she has this feeling that northern people don't know how to cook.
Well, it's not don't know how. It's just not going to be as good and fattening and sugary as down south.
And I think it's ridiculous. But she stands by that 100%.
I do.
That's her hill she'll die on.
Yeah. If I'm looking for a recipe, you know what I'm going to do? If you're of a certain ethnicity, meaning if you're not white, I'll listen to your recipe. Or you can be white in this, but if you have a Southern accent, I'm going to listen to your recipe too. Age sometimes matters. And sometimes I go for the older Southern people. I am a little bit prejudiced when it comes to that.
Yeah. And that's where we differ because I'm not as keen on the Southern cooking as you are. I definitely lean more northern region. So we differ there.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the hill you die on, probably.
Yeah, that is the hill I die on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't come to me with your British recipes.
Yeah.
Don't do it. I'm sorry for the people. I know there's some people in England that do listen to us, and I do apologize. Maybe you have a great recipe you could send my way, and I'll change my way of thinking. Or maybe you're from up north. I know we have a lot of northerners who do listen to us, and they're probably like, Wendolyn, this is ridiculous. Send me your recipe. I'll try it, and maybe I'll alter that. But I do die on that hill. If I'm looking for a recipe, I'm going to go for Southern, and I'm going to go for ethnic. That's what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so the hill you die on, and sometimes you're correct on this.
I don't die on any hills.
You do.
No.
You do.
I think I'm fairly flexible.
He is very specific about the things that he buys because he has to do his research. And it is, I will say that he has helped me in this because I used to be like, I'll just go to Dollar Gen and get me a screwdriver. And he's like, that's junk. Don't do that. You're just going to waste your money because it's not going to work properly and you're going to have to spend more money later on down the road. But it kind of filters through like everything. You're like, it has to be quality.
It does.
Everything.
If I'm
even his
money
woman.
on it,
even his woman.
Well, yeah, that's the best quality.
Oh, yeah. That is true.
Yeah.
So you will die on that.
I am quality over quantity every day. Even my woman.
Yeah. It's true.
Yeah.
And I am not necessarily like that on every level. Right. Like I've become more like that because of you.
Yeah.
And I've accepted a lot of it because of you. But like if he's going to get himself a knife, it's going to be top dollar and it's going to be nice. And he's done his research and he's going to get himself the right polisher that's also expensive and the right sharpener that's expensive. And that's fine. But I probably would have just gone to Gander Mountain and gotten me like bottom shelf. Been like, well, I got it at Gander Mountain
for $8.
For $8. So it has to be good. Not Joe. So that is the hill you'll die on.
Okay. Yep. You got me there.
I told you. I know. Okay. Oh. If we got stuck on a survival show together, what role would each of us naturally take? What role would you take?
The provider anything and everything physical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah. And you would be my wisdom. You would
Oh.
be, yes. You'd be the brains behind the operation.
Oh, well, I don't know about that.
So,
You think?
yeah.
Because I will say this, I feel like I would be maybe entertainment. I don't know. And I do have some good ideas
Mm-hmm.
where you're very structured and you're thinking, I'm like,
Yes.
well, let's do this and it'll probably maybe work. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, it did work.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, definitely you would be the mule.
Yes.
You'd be the work
The
mule.
jackass.
Yes. Yeah. And everybody would look, I mean, you're kind of not the jackass, but you're kind of the work mule around here. That's,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, my kids know that if they want something, Layla said to me yesterday, she was like, Daddy is the strongest man on earth. And I said, yes, he is. Yes, he is. And I can move things, but I don't have to. Why would I? When I have you, I'm like, Joe, can you pick this up? I went to Lowe's and picked up 50 pounds. I don't know. That's probably not 50 pounds, was it? Those bags?
What?
Sand. It's probably 35 and it felt like 50. It's probably 35.
Per bag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I did it. But when Joe's around, I don't lift a finger. It's horrible.
No, that's how it's supposed to be.
Well, that's how it is. I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful. Okay. Let's see. What's something tiny that instantly reveals my mood to you? Probably bad mood. If I were in a bad mood.
Yeah, I don't even know how to put that into words because I could just see it on your face.
Mm.
Yeah, like I clock it right when you walk in the room. It's not even like you don't even have to say anything. I just see it written on your face.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
How often is that, do you
Not
think?
often. Not often. And a lot of times it's when you're tired or you're stressed out about something. And spurs that on.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that it's often.
Yeah.
But I know.
Mm-hmm.
That hole coming up behind you and your hands are busy. Like during those times, I'm like, okay, that's a double whammy. Better hang back here.
It's true. It's your eyes for me.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Micro expressions.
It is micro expressions. Yeah. You're very good at picking up on those.
Yeah. Well, you are too.
Yeah. If I'm paying attention.
Yeah.
A lot of times I'm not paying attention is the problem. And the thing is too, because I feel so safe with you, I don't have to pay attention. Because if you're in a mood, which is not often, I don't have to worry about it. Like, I don't have to walk around on eggshells. Like, you're like, oh yeah, double whammy if I get this. Like, I'm not going to pay for your bad mood. Does that make sense?
Right. Yeah.
So I don't feel like I have to pay attention as much. And that might be telling of your relationships if you are every day trying to figure it out. So it's just something to pay attention to. Okay. Oh, what is something that you secretly enjoy that you used to think is dumb?
I don't know. You go first on this one.
Birds.
Birds. There you go. Birds.
Birds. I always said in my 20s and my 30s that when you start paying attention to birds, you're old. Because I was like, you have time to pay attention to birds.
Yeah.
And now I pay attention to birds.
Yeah.
You've always paid attention to birds.
Yeah. I've always liked the birds. Yeah,
you do.
For sure.
Yeah.
Gosh, I don't even know for me.
This is the thing with you. You're not going to find one. You know why? You've always been old. You've always been an old soul where you're like, I like woodworking.
Yeah.
I like birds.
Yeah.
I don't think unless it's something hip that you're now into something hip. Don't look at things like, oh, old people, because you're not going to find it, Joe. You're already there. You already know topography, all the things old men. Like
the weather.
You've always liked the weather. He actually had a crush on a weather girl one time because she was a little thick.
That's it.
This is before we were married. Not now.
Yes, yes.
I'm the only thick around here.
That's my only pale, thick girl now.
So, okay. Is there anything hip that now you're into? Oh, yes, I know. No, I was going to say trash TV, but you've always kind of been a
I've
junkie of
always
trash.
kind of like trash TV because that was the first thing that came to mind because we watch it more.
Yeah.
But even like back in the day, give me some Real World. I'll watch the Real World. Like, so I can't even say that.
You know, something new that you're back into is basketball.
Yeah.
You liked it.
Yeah.
Then you stopped watching sports completely and you're like, it's dumb.
Yeah.
And Charlie has spurred that again for you.
Yep. Yeah, you're right. And that's all from Charlie.
Yeah.
He really enjoys it. And that's given us like a connection to where like we can watch games together. We could go play basketball. So that has definitely got me back into that.
Yeah.
Where, yeah, for, I mean, how more than 10 years, I didn't watch it, keep up with it, didn't care about it. Could care less. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, here's something. What's something culture pushes that you think actually hurts relationships?
Oof, there's probably a lot of them.
Yeah, there is a lot of them.
Gosh. You go first.
I think, especially with this whole I'm a girl's girl, I'm not about that. I'm not a girl's girl. I'm about truth. So if you're not in the right, I'm not going to pretend that you are because you're a female. That's dumb and stupid, and I'm not doing that. And so part of that is talking junk about your spouse. Like, guys get around together, girls get around together, and they speak badly of their spouse. They say stupid things about their spouse and, the things they've done and all of these things, which if I knew that you were talking badly about me in front of a bunch of men, I would be hurt by that.
Yeah.
And I think society has normalized it.
Yeah.
Of
100%.
Yeah.
That is what they do. And you can see it when you're in groups that are, all the girls together, all the guys together, and that's what they do.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like I sit there and I hear that from people and I'm like, I don't know how you can sit there and say these things about your spouse to other people, right? And sometimes I think it's just blowing smoke and just, I don't know, with men especially, because that's the side that I'm with, that like, it's almost like they just do it to do it and they don't really, sometimes don't believe it, right? It's just something that's like, that's a type of conversation that they have when they're together, right? And it's really strange to me. So I'll sit there and I don't engage in it, right? And then you always get the comments of like, see what you have to look forward to? I'm just like, no, that's not what I have to look forward to. I'm not, that's not what our relationship is. And it always seems so unnecessary because I'm like, your relationship doesn't have to be that way either.
Yeah.
Like, why are you sitting here doing this?
Yeah.
But that is, I mean, it doesn't matter the group that you're with, like that young, older, like that's what you get when you go out. And so, yeah, I think I don't know if culture pushes that, but it's like highly acceptable.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Women, I've heard, even there's a podcast I won't listen to because they'll just sit there and be like, men are so dumb. And they'll sit there and talk about men in general. And I'm just, I was raised by a single father who was the one that had to do all the dirty work, right? And so to me, you're not going to get that from me. I'm not going to sit there and bash all men. Are there jerk men? Yeah. Are there jerk women? Yes.
Yeah.
So I also think when people do that, it's lack of ownership.
Yeah.
Of saying, I chose these people in my life.
Yeah.
I chose to be with this person, am choosing to be with this person.
Yeah.
There's lack of that ownership. And there's not, you know what, I just wanted to get married. Or, you know what, I knew all these things and I got married anyway. And do people change and become jerk faces afterwards? Sure, that can happen. But usually there's signs.
Yeah.
And so there's lack of ownership. And that's how I feel about it.
Yeah.
But I do think there's also a difference between just talking junk about your spouse or talking trash about men or women, you know, because men do that about women too, especially about their physical appearances. You told me that.
Yeah.
And I think there's a difference between that and having someone at your table that you really love and honor and have a good relationship and there's trust there, where when there's an issue in your relationship, you go, hey, listen, can I have some advice?
Mm-hmm.
There's a difference.
Yeah.
The motive is different,
Mm-hmm.
right? So that is one thing that culture says, oh, it's fine, just talk junk about your spouse. No,
Mm-hmm.
I think it's toxic to your relationship. And if you don't have anything else to talk about, then that's something also to look at, like with your friends. What's going on there? So
Yeah.
that is one thing. What is a quality that you admire in others?
Probably the most is when someone keeps their word.
I knew you were
Right.
going to say that.
Yeah. I
Mhm.
mean, that is, to me, keeping your word is the most important thing in life outside of faith,
Mhm.
right? That we have, that we control, that we can do, right? And it's not always easy, but it's honorable. And when people do it, I really appreciate that and admire it. And when they don't, I look at you way different,
Mhm.
you know?
Right. And there's nothing wrong with looking at them way different because it's like I now know what I can trust.
Yeah. Mhm.
I mean, we went to Dolly World. No, Dollywood. Went to Dollywood. This is what that has done in our house. We say, let your yes be yes and your no be no. And that's something that we're very passionate about. And it makes you be careful about what you say.
Mhm.
So if your kid goes, can we do this later? Instead of going, yeah, and then going back on it, you go, we don't know, maybe.
Mhm.
And then maybe we do it, maybe we don't, but we didn't promise anything,
Yeah.
right? We don't promise in our house. Our yes is our yes, our no is our no. We don't say, I swear, I promise. We don't need that. Our word is enough.
Yeah.
And we went to Dollywood, and at the very beginning of Dollywood, my daughter saw this store of stuffies she wanted to go into, and it was at like the beginning of the park. I was like, ugh. And my husband was like, well, let's go at the end. I will take you so we're not carrying around a stuffy all day. Okay. When I tell you we were exhausted at the end and we were just like, let's go home. We were at the exit gate
Mhm.
and Layla remembered, oh, the stuffies, because we had forgotten. We had done all the things all day. We've walked 16,000 steps. Like we're exhausted. And my husband goes, I told you I would take you. I will take you.
Mhm.
And he goes and he takes her. And I'm thinking,
And carried her
And
most of the way because she was tired.
he spoils her so much, but she feels so cherished by him. But you honored that.
Yeah.
And that's something we're very serious about is our word.
Yeah. That's all you have. Like nothing else is really real. Like
Mm.
what you give to people, right? Like it's all based on your word. Because I mean, what else is there?
Mm.
You can your motivations can be suspect. You don't know why somebody's doing things, but when they hold their word especially through something that's not easy to do or it doesn't benefit them, like that's as genuine as it gets.
Hmm.
Everything else falls away, but your word, that's what stands.
It's so true. It's so true. All right. I have tons of other questions here, but I think we're done because guys, I just wanted to give you a glimpse of my husband and share him with you today. You're welcome. You're very welcome. And I just want to thank you for joining us. But Joe, before we leave, what is a 1% that you're doing now in your life?
I don't know.
No. That's not true. You're doing 1%.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, when you hit me with this, and it's like off the top of my head, and what
Mhm.
is it? I don't know. But I do, for sure try to put that in my daily life and stuff. I can't think of off the top of my
Your
head.
health is a huge one.
Yeah.
Is you do small increments
Mhm.
to be better,
Mhm.
right? I think in parenting too, those 1% are huge.
Yeah.
But I think too, with your 1%, like for instance, we went on vacation. And of course, your health we always are like, whatever, we're going to do what we want, eat what we want.
Mhm.
But you always go back to, you kind of almost have to start at a different place in your journey again
Mhm.
with the 1% you already did.
Yeah.
So you can't go to the gym lifting the exact same weight. Maybe you scale it back.
Mhm.
And I always look at your health journey as 1% that are really great, because Joe used to be on Joe Keto, where he was like, yeah, I'm just going to do Joe Keto, where it wasn't keto. He's like, I won't have sugar, but he would have carbs. And I'm like, that's not keto. He's like, we know it's Joe Keto. But that was a 1% where you just took out the sugar, not
Yeah.
the carbs.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. And then took out the carbs.
Yeah. And then took out the carbs.
But at a time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was an impressive 1%, because usually I get to the point where I'm like, it's all or nothing.
That's true. Yeah.
And so you did really good with that.
Yeah.
That was an impressive 1% that you've done and that you still do. And now you'll have to do again
Mhm.
now that vacation's over.
Yeah. Mhm.
So knowing that we have vacation coming up again, and you'll have to do it again.
Yeah.
But it still doesn't discourage you, and I appreciate that. But anyway, guys, thank you for joining us, and I hope that you enjoyed my husband. I always enjoy him in every way. And we're not going to get weird around here with all the people. Look at a little smile. So anyway, thank you for joining us. Have a good week. Thanks for joining us on Simply 1%, where we truly believe that small shifts over time create big change. If today's episode resonated with you, we'd love for you to follow or subscribe, leave a review, and share this episode with someone who might need it. Your support helps us keep the conversation going. Make sure you connect with us on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. Until next time, have a great week.